First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Raheem Mostert.
Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert, boy, he really made a name for himself with that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive
at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
At the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Brady. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 11. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from Utah attempt. This is Aaron Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Snap comes at 1. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shut down corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
50 Mike, 50
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Rodgers going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
7 bunches.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Billy Wynn. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. At 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Don't get nervous. Check it, reload.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 84 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, Green Bay.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54, Mike 54.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Wait, that green 80. Mike 58 right there. Watch the screen. Pass. 58 72. Yes, Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58 towards 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, go 66. 6 guys. 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Big stop, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's a pickup.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 24, Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check, 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 check. No ball.
shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The Packer first down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Packers.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So that'll back him up 5. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Packers 19, 49ers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
At the 47-yard.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
To Richie James.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 11 now. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
To Deebo Samuel. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches.
Third and less than a yard.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
At the 17-yard line. Tonight's final.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. Up.
Responsible without